My story really ends like 2 years ago with my sister-in-law introducing these patches to me, and it has absolutely changed my world.
Mm.
And but the story, my true story starts after I had had my 3rd baby. I was in my mid-30s, and, that's when I started getting migraines. These
Mhm.
migraines were consistent. They were, um, probably 2, 3 times a month. I had to plan my PTO around those, um, migraine days and, for events for other things, so I never had PTO for me time because me time was my migraine days.
Mhm.
And, um, my husband, I wanna give a shout out to my husband that took care of me through those migraines with a wet washcloth. He would come in once in a while and say, "What do you need? What can I get you?" Most people feel a light sensitivity. Mine was smell. I just could not handle anything that, remotely smelled like anything. Um, and it was like I could tell when it was coming on, and I would say that the beast is coming because I could tell it was. But, our schedules are not always convenient to stop right then, maybe take an Imitrex or whatever pharmaceutical drug that you're trying that at that time because your doctor has said, try this, try that. Um, so, uh, what I did was I started keeping track of what I was eating, what I was drinking, the events around my circumstances, trying to track it down, trying to figure it out myself. And there was just nothing. My doctor was stumped as well. And then there was that time when I told my husband, I think I need to go to the ER because I think my head's going to explode. So I went to the ER, and actually that made everything worse. They gave me something that felt like 1,000 ants were crawling up and down in my body, just up and down and up and down. I could barely talk, and I was able to get my husband's attention and whisper to him what I was feeling, and whatever medicine they were giving just stopped right away. And actually the resident or the nurse at that time said, "Oh yeah, we get a lot of people that have that reaction." And I was just like, so you get a lot of people with this, in my head, but yet you're still giving this to the hospitals. So, um, obviously, I don't have any inner allergies, but evidently I must have had an allergic reaction to that one. But so do a lot of people, according to the hospital staff there. So, um, that cost us about $1,000 an hour, and they just asked us, "Hey, what's your pain on a scale of 1 to 10?" And of course, my pain was off the charts. So I decided from there and then on out, I would just stay home in the comfort of my own home and try to just make the time pass and I would, um, end up in the bathroom. I was, uh, I would just double over. I needed it to just kind of sleep through it, but it could last up to 3 days. And so it was debilitating. It would stop life. And it's kind of like that saying that says, a well man, a healthy man has 1,000 wishes, but a sick man has one wish. And every time I would get a migraine, I would say, okay, right after this is over, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this, because I would think, oh my Lord, this is setting me back, you know, 2, 3 days. So my doctor was playing like pharmaceutical roulette with me. And every appointment ended with, let's try this one and see what happens. And then eventually I ended up in a study and where they were actually doing a migraine studies. And sad to say, I didn't get the results that I needed, not a long term effect that would, um, where I could just go about not expecting the next month to not have a migraine. So after that, I um, started looking into essential oils, and I was actually going to start my own business. And I was looking for something that was more natural. And let me insert here full circle. That same hospital is now offering essential oils for pain before they give prescriptions.
Wow.
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, that is.
And yeah,
And
and
what work were you doing at the time when you had to take PTO for 2, 3 days at a time, several times a month?
what was I doing for
Yeah.
work?
Yes.
Um, well, this lasted, of course, I'm 62 now. So this has been going on for 30 years, so we were missionaries in Brazil. We were, um, I worked for several different places, like a funeral home. I was youth pastor's wife. There were several, I've always been active, and always working.
Mhm.
Um, and so after I thought I was going to do a deep dive into the essential oils and actually start a business for it. But then my sister-in-law called me and said, "Hey, I found it." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she kind of explained to me phototherapy, stem cells, and it was like, "Yep, this is it." I knew it. I just knew it in the moment. I signed up right then. I didn't even hesitate. Um, And it's not because I was sickly or I was looking for something, because a lot of people have migraines, but a lot of people are healthy. I was still able to maintain my job. Um, but I I needed to move forward somehow. And when I started wearing the patches, it has now been 2 years and I haven't had one migraine in 2 years. And I literally tried everything from pharmaceuticals to heat to sound waves to changing my diet. I literally tried everything. And I can't explain it, but the way I look at it is this is kind of like my Red Sea parting. It's like my little soft miracle that God gave me. Sorry, it chokes me up. But um, you know, everybody is looking for something, um, especially as we age. And when I started learning more and more facts about stem cells, how when you turn 60, 90% of your stem cells go to sleep, it was like, I've got to turn this ship now. And so I jumped in and I've been wearing these patches and I haven't had a migraine for 2 years. And there is no other explanation.
Wow.
And the other thing that I just recently heard about, I don't know, someone posted it like a week or two ago, that they use Silent Night on the vagus nerve and then Alavita right here.
Mhm.
And so I've started doing that. And I am sleeping. Like I thought I never really had bad sleep, but when you have a full night without getting up to go to the bathroom, and you wake up and you go, "Oh my goodness, is it morning already?" You know, that is amazing sleep, and it just prepares you for the next day with more energy, more clarity of mind, and just the fogginess, the mental fogginess is gone when you sleep.
Thank you for watching. And to learn more about this amazing technology, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.